Imagine a country sitting on a mountain of treasure, not gold or diamonds, but natural gas. This isn't just any resource, it's a powerful force that can transform economies, light up cities, and fuel industries for generations. Yet for decades, this treasure has remained largely untapped, waiting for the right moment to shine. That country is Nigeria, home to Africa's largest natural gas reserves. Beneath its soil lies enough gas to power not just its own future, but to help energize an entire continent, and even far beyond. For years, much of this gas was wasted, burned off during oil drilling. Billions of dollars worth of energy literally went up in smoke, lost to the sky, as Nigeria struggled to find ways to capture and use it. Now, with Europe desperate for new energy sources, Nigeria has a golden opportunity. The world's eyes are turning to Africa, searching for reliable partners and new pipelines to keep the lights on. The challenge? Getting the gas to Europe. It's a journey that crosses deserts, borders, and oceans, demanding vision, investment, and international cooperation. Nigeria stands at a crossroads, facing a $30 billion decision that could reshape West Africa and the global energy map. The stakes are enormous and the risks just as high. This isn't just about money, it's about power, alliances, and the future. Every handshake, every deal, could tip the balance of influence for decades to come. Picture Nigeria as the star quarterback, with two open receivers, one safe but slow, the other fast but risky. The play it chooses could change the game for everyone watching. The choice will define Nigeria's next 50 years. Who gets rich, who gains power, and who's left behind. It's a decision that will echo through every city, village, and home. The world is watching as Nigeria faces a legacy-defining moment. Headlines are being written, and history is waiting to be made. This decision could lift millions out of poverty and put Nigeria on the world stage. It's a chance to rewrite the story of a nation and inspire hope for generations. But it all comes down to one question. Which path will Nigeria's gas take? The answer is still unwritten, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The answer will shape the destiny of a nation and a continent. The world waits, holding its breath, as Nigeria stands on the edge of history. The dream is simple: build a massive pipeline connecting Africa's gas to Europe's industries. For Africa, it means turning natural resources into schools, hospitals, and jobs. For Europe, it's about energy security, no more relying on a single risky supplier. Nigeria, with its vast reserves, is the obvious starting point. The only question: how to get the gas there? Two rival pipeline projects have emerged, each with a different vision. One is ambitious and inclusive, connecting many nations. The other is direct and fast, but cuts through dangerous territory. The path Nigeria chooses will create new alliances and challenges. Once the steel is in the ground, there's no turning back. The first option is the Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline, an epic 7,000-kilometer journey along Africa's Atlantic coast. It would pass through 13 countries, delivering gas not just to Europe, but to West African neighbors along the way. Supporters call it a Pan-African project, promising unity and economic growth. The cost? Up to $30 billion, with completion possibly decades away. The main advantage? Stability. The route avoids the volatile Sahel, sticking to safer coastal nations. Morocco, the final stop before Europe, is a stable Western ally. This is the safe, long-term bet. Expensive and slow, but reliable. It's about shared prosperity and regional leadership. For Nigeria, it's a chance to power the continent and secure steady income. The Morocco route is the scenic, steady marathon, slow, but built to last. Sometimes slow and steady wins the race. The second option is the Trans-Saharan gas pipeline, 4,100 kilometers straight through Niger to Algeria. Algeria already has pipelines to Europe, making this route faster and cheaper, about $15 billion. Nigeria could start earning revenue much sooner, a tempting prospect for a country in need. Algeria benefits too, keeping its role as a key gas supplier. But the catch is security. The pipeline would cross the unstable Sahel, through Niger, plagued by coups and extremist groups. Investors are wary. Billions could be lost to sabotage or conflict. The EU is nervous about relying on such a risky route. Politically, this path aligns Nigeria with Algeria and its close ally, Russia. The Algerian route is a shortcut, cheaper and faster, but through a dangerous neighborhood. It's a high-risk, high-reward gamble. Nigeria must weigh quick profits against long-term stability. Is the shortcut worth the risk? Let's break down the numbers and see how these two massive projects stack up against each other. The Morocco pipeline is a colossal undertaking, costing between $25 and $30 billion, stretching an incredible 7,000 kilometers. It's slow to build, but it's designed to be safer and more inclusive, connecting 13 countries and aiming to boost regional growth and cooperation across West Africa. In contrast, the Algeria pipeline comes in at $13 to $15 billion, with a shorter 4,100-kilometer route. It's faster and cheaper to construct, but it passes through unstable territory and mainly benefits just Nigeria and Algeria, leaving out much of the region. The Morocco route could eventually generate $3 to $4 billion a year in revenue, but those profits will take time to materialize, requiring patience and long-term vision. The Algeria route, on the other hand, promises quicker returns, $2 to $2.5 billion annually. But these come with significant security risks and the potential for costly disruptions. Morocco's pipeline is more than just an energy project. It's a vision for all of West Africa, fostering alliances, economic integration, and long-term stability among its neighbors. The Algeria route, by contrast, is a direct deal that bypasses most of the region, focusing on a faster connection but offering fewer benefits to other West African nations. Ultimately, Morocco's path is slower and more expensive, but it's safer and holds the promise of greater profits and regional prosperity in the long run. Algeria's pipeline is the quicker, cheaper option, but it's a gamble, one that hinges on overcoming security threats and instability. So, the choice is clear: steady, inclusive growth with Morocco, or risky speed with Algeria. Each path comes with its own set of rewards and challenges. For Nigeria, the stakes couldn't be higher. The decision will shape the country's future and influence the entire region. The answer to which pipeline prevails will echo across Africa for decades to come. This isn't just Nigeria's decision. Global powers are watching closely, each with their own interests and strategies at play. The stakes are high, and every move is being analyzed by leaders around the world. The European Union, eager to secure its energy future, wants to move away from Russian gas and favors the stable Morocco route. For Europe, this pipeline could mean greater energy independence and a reliable supply, reducing the risk of political pressure from Moscow. The US also backs Morocco, seeing it as a way to strengthen a key ally and promote regional stability. Washington views this as a strategic opportunity to counter Russian influence in Africa and support Western partners. Both the EU and US are wary of Algeria's close ties to Russia, which could complicate their efforts to secure energy and maintain influence in the region. Russia, meanwhile, supports the Algerian route, hoping to keep influence in Europe's energy market through its ally. For Moscow, this is about maintaining leverage and ensuring its presence in a shifting global landscape. For Nigeria, the choice is about more than pipelines. It's about picking a side in a global contest. The decision will affect its economy, its alliances, and its role on the world stage. The Morocco project means aligning with the West, opening doors to new investments, partnerships, and international support. The Algeria project means stepping into Russia's sphere, potentially gaining different allies, but also facing new risks and dependencies. Nigeria is keeping both options open, playing for leverage, and trying to extract the best possible deal from all sides. But soon, it must choose, and the world will know where it stands. The decision will echo far beyond its borders. The decision will shape alliances, trade, and power for years to come, influencing not just Nigeria's future, but the balance of power across continents. It's a high-stakes game of global chess, where every move could tip the scales in unexpected ways. Which side will Nigeria join? The world is waiting for its answer. Nigeria stands at a crossroads. The Morocco pipeline offers unity, stability, and Western support, but at a high cost and a slow pace. The Algeria pipeline is fast and cheap, but risky and politically charged. This is more than a $30 billion dilemma. It's a choice that will shape West Africa's future for generations. Will Nigeria lead a connected, prosperous region, or take a shortcut with uncertain consequences? The world is watching, waiting for Nigeria's move. The decision will define Nigeria's legacy and its place in a divided world. It's not just about gas, it's about destiny. Two paths, two futures. The steel isn't in the ground yet. The final choice is still to come. Which road should Nigeria take? The answer will shape a continent.